All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Average Takes. We got Pick'ems Week 3 with our friend Myles Emmerson. It's gonna be a great show. I'm happy Myles here. We're gonna talk a lot. This won't be the last time you're here, Myles, because we need a deep conversation of how it's going. But
we need an interview.
Yeah, we need like a true sit down interview. Once we get Trevor back in the business and when you're obviously on off season. But yep, another pick'ems, average takes.
Week 3 already.
Week 3 already in the NFL.
Football's flying by.
And then don't forget, we're gonna hit you with the average takes, not so average parlay. So I'm gonna hit the music and let's go. All right, we're back. Myles Emmerson, now of the Los Angeles Angels organization. Our friend, high school, longtime friend. Myles, glad to have you here. I know we're going to talk a little bit of baseball, but glad you could join us.
How you feeling?
Yeah, feel great. Appreciate you guys for having me. I know I've been trying to get on the pod. It's been quite some time now, but yeah, this won't be the last time for sure. We're going to need to get that sit down in.
Yes, exactly. We need the whole world wants to hear you and your story. And, it's a little kid from El Cap.
Absolutely.
It's like the rest of us here at Average Takes. So baseball, we haven't talked about it in a while, and we're all San Diegans here. And we're all Padre fans here.
14 games left to the end of the regular season.
14.
Couldn't come sooner.
Whoa there, Trevor. You haven't watched a game in a month.
Yeah, I need this shit to end.
So, Trevor, question here for all the Average Takes faithful. Are you going to watch the playoffs?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Fuck no.
Oh.
I fucking...
You took close to that.
I made a promise. I made a promise to the city of San Diego, and it happens the Padres are playing their best baseball since I stopped watching, which is not a coincidence at all. This is literally based off of me and my eyes not watching a fucking inning. And I'm glad.
I'm outstanding since you've given up.
And I'm glad because everyone else seems to be happy watching this baseball. There's been a couple of games where, shit happens, but last week, teams that get hot right going into playoffs, those are always the most dangerous. And Padres are playing pretty good. And it's not like I'm not keeping tabs. I'm looking at the MLB app every single day, seeing how many games we're gaining in the wild card, but I'm just not watching the games, and it's working to our advantage. And is exactly how I planned it out in my head. I'm a fucking mastermind. And if the Padres win the World Series, this will be one of the greatest.
I will personally thank you on Average Takes if the Padres win the World Series without you.
If the Padres win the World Series, you can't watch all of next year either.
Yeah. Trevor, you might have to accept that deal.
That's fine. If that means another World Series, I'm okay with that.
Are you checking the scores during the games, or are you not?
No, I don't check the scores during the games, just the standings, because I'm a big numbers guy. How many games up are we? We need the 5th seed bad, because if we're the 6th seed, we have to go up the fucking 5 and face the fucking pussy Dodgers. So I don't want that to happen. I would rather play the Mets in New York.
Perfect.
New York. Myles, as a baseball player professionally, how do you feel about one of the fans skipping out on watching games? Is this like I don't know. Is it disrespectful? Is it superstition? How do you feel about this as a professional?
I think it's superstition. I mean, Shenny's heart's in the right place. He's doing what he can do to make sure the Padres win. And at the end of the day, you just got to respect that. And if it's working, it's working. But at the same time, he better not give in. It would be a little bit disrespectful if they made it to the playoffs and he starts watching and the Padres get carved by DeGrom and Scherzer because Shenny's watching. If not, I think we're going to make a loud night for those guys.
Yeah, I think it's only that, Trevor, you can't watch a game. It's just it's written in stone at this point, buddy. And you're a man of honor. We all thank you in this time. But getting back on the Padres have a 4-game winning streak. Yep. They are, like you said, Trevor, the 5th seed in the wild card ranking and playoffs overall in the National League. A game up on the Phillies, game and a half, I think, as of right now. They were tied. I don't know now that we've started the podcast if that game has ended. But they were in extras playing the Blue Jays. Brewers did win tonight. We're 3.5 over them before these games started today. So I'm feeling pretty comfortable. The Padres are playing great ball. And Trevor, like you said, teams have to get hot at the right time. And it seems like Padres are hot right now. Their pitching has been dominant, 24, 25 innings straight and shutout ball. I'm going to knock on wood here just to keep it going. But Padres are playing really good. The playoffs are right around the corner. Roman, you said it, 14 games left, give or take.
Give or take, yeah.
As Padre fans
right now against the Cardinals.
Yes. But on the season overall, the yeah, those kind of funny. You gave them the update mid-game. But on the season overall, the Padres are over 500 for the first time in 12 seasons. I know, excluding the 2020 year where we only played 60 games. In the full 162, it's been a long time without winning baseball for Padre fans. I know it feels like we've expected it for so long now. But last year, obviously, with the September fall off, this team is different, a lot different. They have an actual manager who's been in these situations before and knows how to deal with it. And so I think that's helped a lot. And he sparked them at the right fucking time because obviously with less than 20 games left, you got to get hot.
Got to. Right time to get hot is right now.
Overall in the National League, how do you feel about the competition lining up? Like you said, Trevor, you don't want to really face the Dodgers, obviously, because right now they're the best team in baseball, and it seems
you don't want to face the Dodgers, but
they own us. You know, that's the reason why you don't like. You hate saying it, but they truly own us in this division, honestly, because even though they're like 24 and like 20 out of 26 or something like that, or a crazy number, they're also like 12 of 13 for against the Giants. So it's not that we're just getting big brothered. The Giants are getting big brothered as well. Like the Dodgers are just that good. I mean, I know that they fumble games here and there and got beat up by the Pirates this year, but they're still a great team, and I do not want to see them. But Myles, we were talking about before this podcast, it would just be a bummer to have to face the Mets and go 1-2 DeGrom and Scherzer. Like that's a buzz kill, like you saying.
That's a lethal combo you can get for starting pitching, especially in the playoffs where it's a 5-game series to start out. If you go up 2 games and then you have to come back around and face another one, game 4 or game 5, then that's tough. But it's about seeing what you're made of in the playoffs. How do you get to the bullpen? Like, you got to get those guys' pitch counts up and make it hard for them to come back later in the series.
Yeah, and one thing I will say, I can't confirm this, but Scherzer's ERA, I think the last 2 seasons, his highest ERA is against the Padres. So I'm not going to say anything, can't confirm that, but every time we face Scherzer, we fucking rake him. We are his daddy.
I understand that because I remember last year we did face him a lot, and there was the moments where we beat him up a couple games. A couple of his final games as a national, and I think we got to him a couple times as the Dodgers.
Caminara hit a fucking grand slam off.
Well, yeah, that's when he was a national at that point still, but meaning the lesser meaning. You say we own Max Scherzer, but I feel like it's total opposite with DeGrom. I feel like that guy shoves every time. Last year I watched him twice in Petco back-to-back weeks, or it was at Mets and then at Petco the second week or something like that. But both Friday night games, both shutouts, and he was pumping 93-mile-an-hour sliders. Like, it was some of the most dominating pitching I've ever watched. And that's what I'm scared of most is a fully healthy DeGrom, and I think he's the best pitcher on the planet.
By far.
That guy just doesn't own the Padres. He owns everyone.
Yeah, that's true.
He shoves against everybody.
That's true. But man, I just feel like every time I've seen him, it's just straight fuzz for as long as he wants to pitch for. But I feel like that's another scary team. I mean, I know we did hand the Mets this year. We handled them, and it was Padres won that series versus them. The overall season series, to be exact. But I still think that's a hard team. Like, I don't really think the Cardinals are as good as the Mets or as good as the Braves. They're still a very good team and a really like veteran team that knows playoffs and been there and done that type guys, but I don't feel like they're as strong in that. Did I miss a playoff team? Phillies. I don't feel like the Phillies are that strong either. I know I'm naming off wild card teams at this point, but don't see them strong in the National League either.
The Braves.
Braves are a strong team. They are a weird team. I don't understand their game sometimes.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of dudes over there that just play like sound baseball. Like Michael Harris, where'd that guy come from? He plays elite center field now for them.
I mean, that's what it's all about. Getting the no names, put them all together.
Yeah, exactly. Like they traded
baseball.
They traded their outfielder last year for their first baseman this year. And all of a sudden Michael Harris out of nowhere just is elite for them. And I know, was Albie's injury like catastrophic? I know he break a finger or pop it out of socket. I can't remember, but I saw everyone.
He was in rehab, but he's he's out again.
He had something with his finger like yesterday or something. He got pulled from a game early. My Twitter was all over like, oh no, Albie's not again. But I don't know. But the Braves, Acuna's back. I know he's not still Acuna right now. He's dealing with his knee injury, but that's still a good team. Padres are playing the Cardinals right now, and one of the things to keep your eye out for is Albert Pujols.
Almost there, 2 away,
Yeah, I think he's at 698 right now.
Yeah.
Sitting 2 away from 700. 700 is absolutely insane. Like, if you haven't really sat down and thought about it, there's 3 people in baseball history that have 700. 3. Like, that's the smallest group.
Can you name them?
I can. George Herman Ruth. We have Aaron the Great.
Who's that?
Aaron. That's Hank Aaron.
I thought it was I thought his name was Henry.
You could call him Henry. And then
who else?
Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds, yeah.
The ultimate cheater.
The ultimate cheater.
I know.
So good at doing it. He never got caught.
Whatever, Myles. We seen the fat head on that fool. He had the biggest meathead all time. If you look at his first 3 years in Pittsburgh and his last 3 years in the Giants, you thought Barry Bonds ate Barry Bonds.
Literally swollen.
Yeah.
Body looks
He just found a gym. That's it.
He found close ball before close ball was close ball.
So you saying he had ringworm?
His
whole career?
Could have. I don't know. But yeah, 3 guys in MLB history have 700.
He couldn't have had ringworm. He doesn't have fucking hair.
And Pujols is about to be the floor.
Still get ringworm. But yeah, Albert Pujols. Feels bad for A-Rod. A-Rod got cut from the Yankees with 4 away.
Sorry, buddy. Feels bad.
Yeah, I had quick question. I saw something on Twitter that Aaron Judge's 61st home run is going to be worth like $1 million or something like that if you catch it. What do you think is worth more, Aaron Judge's 61st home run or 62nd or Pujols' 700th?
Well, it would be Judge's 63rd because that breaks Roger Maris's record for the Yankees.
Roger Maris is 61.
Oh, I thought it was 62.
No, they have a movie literally called 61. That's the only reason why I know.
Never heard of it.
It's a great movie. One of my favorites.
What year was it made?
Fucking 1980 something.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pujols 700 makes more money than.
I'm not sure. That's not breaking a record.
I don't know.
Yeah, true. That's not breaking a record. You're right.
And then people have never even heard of Roger Maris in this day and age. They're like, Roger Maris, who the fuck is that?
Every Yankee fan knows Roger Maris. That I mean, maybe not every Yankee fan actually, but I mean, because they have so many dudes, it's like hard to keep track of every single Yankee that was great. They have 27 championships, 25 guys on a team.
Yeah, can't remember everyone.
Yeah, I can barely remember who's sitting next to me. But I don't know, Trevor, to give you an exact answer, it would probably be Judge's home run in this scenario. Breaking the Yankees record. It's the record breaking stuff. Like, yeah, Pujols joins a club, but at the same time, I don't know. Did you see what the kids just got for Aaron Judge's home run?
A signed bat and a bag of peanuts. Dude.
Well, the guy who caught it got to bring all his friends, meet Aaron Judge, take pictures, get all his friends signed baseballs, and he got a signed baseball and a signed bat.
Okay. Not bad.
Still taking the $500K.
Everyone's clowning on him.
Everyone's counting out. I would have got some money, bro.
I would have got season tickets or playoff tickets.
Something.
Can you give me the playoff tickets?
Yeah, but
I want every game.
He's done so much for the organization already. So
yeah, dude, that's what the guy said. He's done so much for the organization already. Too bad Aaron's gonna walk this offseason. He's a free agent.
He's literally leaving you.
So not my next question. Where do we see Aaron Judge next year?
fucking in New York. He's gonna be a Yankee for life.
Or
You
Met.
think so? I think a
Or
Met.
Met? No way.
That
he switches
owner has
teams like
so
that.
much money. Stephen Cohen is like top 5 richest people in the world or close to it.
But he just switches teams in New York like that.
Buddy, you give him a
Anything
bag
for the bag.
dude. The guy's 30. He went all 5 years of college, couple years in the minors, got pulled up at 25.
And he's 30.
He's
right now.
hitting free agent at 30, 31 or whatever he'll be next year. You don't got much like solid, like true core years left.
Yeah.
Like your prime years of your like sports life.
So what
Got
do you
about
think
3
about
left.
that movie?
He's gonna sign a 4-year, $220 million deal with $60 million a year, with an opt-out after every year
Oh my God.
with the New York Mets. And Stephen Cohen's going, here's a check.
Damn.
I'm stealing you from the big bad Yankees.
I do it.
I'm
Well,
just
they
throwing
can't
that out
If I'm
there.
Aaron Judge, I'm taking it.
They
I-
can't
'cause
afford
I-
DeGrom like that.
DeGrom's walking. You gotta fill a void with a void. DeGrom don't like his time there anymore anyway.
Not if they win a
They would rather pay Shohei that amount of money. Just saying.
True, Shohei's not a free agent this offseason. Gotta wait a whole nother year. Do you need it now or later?
now.
Now.
Later.
I don't know. Is Shohei do you trust Shohei's gonna last like 5-6 years at the level he's doing right now?
He's
I
already.
only need him for 3.
Positions.
I only need him 3 more years of that.
You think he lasts 3 more prime years playing both positions at elite level?
At least.
I only need him for 3. If I'm the Mets.
You don't think he's damaging his body at double the like?
No.
I
He's
mean,
pitching once a week.
pitches once a week, hits every day.
I think he keeps it up for a couple more years. Like,
Yeah, but at some point, your body's got to be like, that's enough. He's already had Tommy.
you know,
And then at that point, he just becomes a closer.
I think
Yeah,
he just
you might
becomes a
be right.
DH.
I don't know. I just don't think what a team's going to pay Ohtani is going to eventually be an abnormous overpay, because I don't think, and I would love to be wrong because we're watching something that's never happened before, but when it happened the first time with Babe Ruth, he didn't do both at the same time.
Mhm.
He pitched and then he hit with the
Yeah.
Yankees.
Yeah, because
It-
Babe Ruth was fucking 6'1", 250.
Okay, but this is the only player in MLB history I
That we
have
can
to compare to
Yeah.
Shohei
Okay,
Ohtani.
all right, that's fair enough.
That's what I have to present on this podcast.
And Babe Ruth didn't pitch one inning when he was on the Yankees. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
That's what
It
he's
was
saying.
like-
he fucking.
it
pitched
wasn't
and
the
then he
same.
hit.
Like
yeah,
we talk about a guy who could pitch and hit. Yeah, he pitched and hit, not at the same time. So that's why I'm saying the wear and tear of Ohtani's body is going to eventually come up to bite him at some point. You can't, there's a reason MLB teams, even when they draft players who go both ways, make them pick and usually make them pick the better option.
I have a question for you.
Oh,
If you're a
shoot.
GM, would you rather have Shohei as a hitter or Shohei as a pitcher?
hitter. I think hitter.
I think pitcher or this year.
This year,
He's
I think last year. I
mean,
picked him as a hitter.
overall,
Guy hits
probably his
dongs.
career.
I mean,
Yeah, I would take him as a hitter because I think that lasts much longer of a lifespan.
and if he's only hitting, he could probably do much better at it.
And he was an outfielder in his past life. I know we've never really tried to see him in right field, but
Yeah,
over there across the sea, he was
once.
I would rather have him as a pitcher.
as a pitcher only. PO.
Yes, if I had to choose.
What about you, Myles?
I don't know. Thinking this year and last year, put them together. I think I'm more leaning towards hitting. I'd love to see him just hit nukes all day
That's all
long.
I'm saying.
I think hitting it's a little bit more valuable just from the aspect you can make an impact every single day.
I agree.
Pitching is only
It's hard.
weaker.
It's hard to.
It's hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
You don't get a lot of guys that throw 100 with his stuff, though.
he'll be good at both no matter what.
Yeah.
And I'm excited we get to see it. Like, it's something that
legendary. for
people
sure.
should talk about more because it's like a guy in the NFL playing wide receiver and corner every night,
Yeah,
going just every drive. All right, gonna go back out of corner and line up at wide receiver. It's like
Quarterback and safety.
Deion Sanders back in the day when he played football and flew to Atlanta and played in the World Series. It's doing such abnormal things in our society that I think it should be broadcasted to the maximum level.
Stud.
It's unreal what he's doing. It's hard enough to play one position every night. He's going out and doing the two hardest things in baseball: throw a baseball, hit a baseball.
I don't watch him enough to know this, but when he's pitching, does he hit also? Same night?
Yeah, they came up with the.
They made a
This
rule
year.
this year for
It's a
for him to
Shohei
do
rule.
that.
Yeah, for him to do that.
Yeah.
Damn, crazy.
Miles is gonna see him next spring training.
Yes.
I saw him this past spring training. I got to warm him up when Stassi was putting on his gear one time. It's pretty nutty.
So how many? It was like 10 pitches.
It was like 6, but his
Did you throw down a
Pregame.
second?
I did not throw it down.
Oh,
Stassi was pretty quick to get his gear on there.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty wild. Mike Trout shook my hand this year too. That was pretty sick.
That guy's a fucking beast.
He looked at me. He comes up to me. He's like, "What's up, big fella?" I'm Mike, by the way. I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I know who you are. I know who you are, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm
but
like,
they-
you're like
They
I'm
hate
Miles.
that. Don't you think they hate that though? Like they hate the fact that you know who I am beforehand.
They
Like,
probably never get to do it, so that's why he saw you and he was all, "Hey, this is my chance."
this is my chance.
Hey,
This is
bro,
me,
I'm
young
Mike.
boy.
Nice to meet you.
I mean, I did say, I was like, "What's up, bro? I'm Miles." Like, great dude, really good dude. But
I mean,
your heart starts pumping a little bit when the best
Oh,
player in
of
baseball shakes your hand.
course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
You're like, hey, I'm Smiles.
Did you not wash your hand for a week?
You had the Mike Trout touch.
Mike touched him.
And let me guess, you had a home run that day. Nice.
Oh.
You got the Mike Trout. You took his powers like in fucking Space Jam.
I wish it worked like that. I could definitely use some homers as well. Spread the wealth a little bit.
Yeah, for real.
Wanna be like Mike. That's in my head for a second. I wanted to say it so bad.
Miles walked away, started singing that. Want to be like
Want to
Mike.
be like- All right, boys. This is the point of the podcast where let's get into the pick'ems, baby.
Football.
Let's go.
Shitty,
Fuck.
you know what time it is.
Trevor,
Week
start us off.
Week 3, Thursday night football.
Steelers at Cleveland facing the Browns. You're going to be in the dog pound, Trevor.
How we feeling?
Don't say dog pound like that means something to me.
It's not the dog pound anymore. They got a fucking
You're in the
Celtic.
dog pound.
They got a Celtic on the field.
Okay, well, guess what?
A little
Watson's
a
in the
little
dog pound.
bitch on the field.
Trevor's in the dog pound.
You already know where the fuck I'm going. Mike Tomlin fucking owns the Browns. He's lost one time there in his whole fucking career. With Big Ben, without Big Ben, doesn't matter. Mike Tomlin is a beast. And we're going to go into Cleveland and absolutely destroy Jacoby Brissett. And Browns fans are about to be like, wow, we really do suck that much. You lose to the Jets and then you lose to the Steelers back-to-back weeks. Mitch Trubisky, this is make or break week for him. A lot of quarterback switches happen after a Thursday night game because you get an extended period of time before your next game. This is a make or break week. I feel like he's going to do enough to retain the starting quarterback position after this week, after he goes and wins this game in Cleveland. And I mean, it helps that the Cleveland, they suck. You just got to stop their running backs and easy money. You make Jacoby Brissett beat you in this game. And who does Jacoby Brissett have to face on the throwing side? Minka Fitzpatrick. And that's our superstar at the moment with TJ Watt out. So we can shut down the running game. I think it's going to be a fantastic W this week as underdogs in Cleveland.
You sound like you're in the dog pound.
Underdog.
Yeah, I have a weird feeling this is going to be in the average 6, not so average parlay for some
Weird
wild
reason. Stay tuned to the end.
But this is a game where neither of these teams really looked great last week. It's hard to predict a Steelers back-to-back clunker. It's a really well organization. As much as I shit on Trevor and hate the Steelers, it's a well-ran organization. Yeah. Mike Tomlin is good, and he wins in Cleveland. I'm going to stick with Trevor. The continuous winning in Cleveland continues.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. I think the loss to the Jets by the Browns last week just put them into shambles. They don't got it over there. They're missing a lot of pieces. Jacoby Brissett is obviously the first piece they need to work on. But yeah, Shenny said it best. Minka Fitzpatrick, I think he has 1 to 2 picks this week. Hammer that over. Steelers by 10.
He is on pace 17 interceptions this year, which is, I love that.
How many?
I'd like
17.
Let's hear it, Myles. What's your pick?
I'd like to call this game the Battle of the Bums. I think Trubisky's a bum. Trubisky's a certified bum, and Jacoby Brissett is also a certified bum. For that reason, I'm hammering the under this week. I do think the Steelers have more overall weapons, and Minka Fitzpatrick he's a game changer on defense. They are missing TJ Watt, but he's going to step up. I do like the Steelers in this one. I think it's very low scoring, though.
I'm glad you brought up TJ Watt not being there because that was a huge presence they lost last week.
Last week it showed for sure.
They didn't get any pressures against Mac. Like it showed for sure that the Steelers. Did the Steelers get a sack, Trevor? Did your guys' record break?
No.
So you guys stopped that record's over.
No, it stopped last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
we might have started it back up, but
when TJ wasn't there last year, one of those.
Yeah,
games?
one of those games. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Damn, it's crazy that this guy's your whole defense, huh?
I mean, he is the highest paid defensive player, second highest paid, whatever, in the league. So
I think it will show. He's hurt right now. If the Steelers keep playing defense like they are.
Yeah, if the Steelers defense sucks this year because there's no TJ, that's the reason.
He's only out 3 more weeks, so
Oh, really?
I think
I ain't
what the
worried.
Steelers should do is send out Mason Rudolph to talk some shit to Myles Garrett, make him take his helmet off again,
I'm riled
get
up.
him out of the game. Yeah.
Get him out of this game for real. We're without
That's
TJ. You ain't
That's
got
a fucking big brain move, Miles. I like that.
That's a Miles versus Miles right there.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Literally. Miles on Miles fucking
Crime. You're supposed to protect those guys. All right, let's go on to the next game. That was Thursday night. Let's start off Sunday.
with a boring game.
The worst game on the slate. Let's start it off, get it out of the way. Texans.
Houston Texans, Chicago Bears.
Yeah, in Chicago.
Very boring.
Bears are the favorites by 2.5.
I'm going Chicago Bears. I'll start it off. Texans fucked me last week. They suck. Chicago Bears didn't play very well against the Packers, but I think they pull this one out. Justin Fields revamps himself. Yeah, I got Chicago.
I'm just checking the weather right now to see if it's going to be a fucking
flow
hurricane
lizard.
waterfall
Hurricane
in Chicago.
waterfall.
Nope, looks like it's partly cloudy. So
Perfect.
I'm going to go Texans.
Yeah, Trevor, I'm on that same bandwagon. I hate the Bears. The
Really?
offense looks so bad.
They beat the Packers. Come on.
They played the Packers and looked terrible. And the week before, they got a W because it was the rain.
Hey, but they got it.
You got it. Wasn't good though. I'm gonna go Texans here. I'm just feeling a little frisky. And last week I said I might have to fade myself. This is fading myself. This is a pick that I'm fading myself.
All right.
Don't like it. Going Texans here. I'm gonna see what Davis Mills could do. Miles.
I think this is it's another battle of the bums game. I do think
Yep.
Davis Mills is a little bit less of a bum than Justin Fields, and I don't like the Bears at all. It's hard for me to look at the Bears and see a 2-1 next to them. For that reason, I'm going Texans.
All right.
Give me the island. Give me the island.
Justin Fields is a fucking trash bag. You can have the island.
I'm an island boy.
All right, next game. We're getting better here. We're getting better. Raiders at Titans. The battle for a W. Both these teams.
Somebody's got to get it this week.
No, they don't.
Right,
They don't
you're
have
right.
to.
They don't
Right.
have to.
They
And
don't have to.
these
You're
league
very right.
rules, they don't gotta.
They don't gotta.
But most likely it will happen. Somebody's gonna get a win. Just who will it be? I'll start us off here. I think it's the Raiders. They've been fighting for 2 weeks in a row. They played like shit 2 weeks in a row. We talked about it last week. You can't leave Devontae Adams
You can't give
with
him
two
receptions.
Yeah. I don't care if one's a touchdown. Only 2 receptions. That's bullshit. He's
Best
the best
player on
wide
your
receiver.
team.
He's the best
player
wide
on your
receiver in the
team.
league.
Yeah.
On the field.
Best player on the field 99% of the time. You have to feed him the ball. And I think this game is going to show it. The Raiders could get cooked here. Derrick Henry, we haven't seen him in a while either. This
True.
could be a good old-fashioned, well, the Titans hadn't played good in a while.
We
Here's
need you to
Derrick
fade
Henry
yourself
for
then.
200.
We need you to fade yourself.
This is fading myself.
Oh, so
I'm picking the Raiders. here.
Okay.
I hate the Raiders.
Okay.
I hate Josh McDaniels. I said it going into this year. Josh McDaniels sucked as a Broncos head coach.
Did.
Going to the Raiders sucks so far.
Very true.
But this is fading myself, and I'm just going to have to pick the Raiders here.
Yeah, I think I'm going Raiders also.
Fuck.
Oh, you didn't like to hear that?
No, this is looking average Shakes curse on all of us.
Yeah,
it is. It's
could.
coming around to that, but I just think Ryan Tannehill is dog shit. I think Derek Carr is better than that. I think he gets his head out of his ass and throws it 15 more times to Devontae. They scored 20 more points because of it. Yeah, and I just like this Raiders team. I don't know why.
I want to hear Miles before Trevor this time.
This is a tough one. I do like the Raiders offense a lot better than the Titans. One of the boys just went down to Taylor Lewan. Not sure how long he's going to be out for. That impacts the running game a lot.
Very true.
I do think Derrick Henry is a beast, and I think he's a little bit pissed off. I don't know if the Raiders are going to be able to stop the run this week, but I do think Carr is going to target Devontae 20 times this game, make up for last week, and I think Raiders by 3.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm on the same page as all of you. I feel bad for the Titans corner, Roger McCreary, whatever his name is. He has to go from Stephon Diggs to cover Devontae Adams in back-to-back weeks. You saw what Stephon Diggs did to him, literally made him a little boy. And
little boydom.
Devontae is on a revenge week. Derek Carr's on a revenge week. The Raiders need to learn how to not let off the gas. When you get a big lead, just keep pounding. Let's score. We see it so many times in the NFL. These teams just, they let up a little bit and all of a sudden, boom, momentum shifts. The other team finds something clicking. This game, the Raiders have to feed Devontae Adams. Do not let Hunter Renfrow lose you the game once again. Do not let Mac Hollins try to win you a game.
I mean, I understand that Hunter Renfrow lost them the game, but why are we putting the game into Hunter Renfrow's hands?
Exactly. You have
because last year I was a Hunter Renfrow stan and I drafted him in both leagues this year, but Renfrow is not your number one target anymore. Like Waller's on the field.
Hasn't been. Where do you have Darren Waller before you?
Well,
had
Waller
Devontae
was
Adams?
out a lot last year.
Yeah, true,
and so
true.
It felt like Renfrow became like the guy Carr trusted. And the end of the game, the ball better be in the best player's hands, and that's Devontae. And that's from every level of football.
Yeah, and the Titans, the game plan against the Titans, it's so much easier now. Let Ryan Tannehill beat you. He clearly hasn't shown he can beat any team this year.
Throw a football.
They ain't got no wide receivers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you let Ryan Tannehill beat you, and then if he does beat you, I mean, you just bow down and you shake his hand. Good game. I'll see you next week. 0-3, but I think the Titans are going to be 0-3 in this one. I like the Raiders. I don't love them. I like them because they have fucked me in the past. So
the Raiders do start off very cold, notoriously, but 0-3 in this division is horrid.
I'm 0-2 on the Raiders this year.
Yeah. So
you can't win the Super Bowl in September, but you can definitely lose it.
Just like we talked about the World Series in April. All right, let's move on. We all got our picks on there. That's a Raiders sweep, boys. Just to let you know, average shakes curse. Talked about it last week. The curse is real,
and it was in full effect.
We went 5-5 last week on games we swept. So
not a good sign.
Let's get into it. Next game, what seems to be like a sweep: Chiefs at Colts. Matt Ryan got to be the worst quarterback in the league as of week 2.
Yeah,
that's a bold statement.
Is that a bold statement?
His nickname is Matty Ice for a reason.
He's ice cold.
He can't get hot for nothing. I think there's not much explaining to do here. Chiefs by 20,
at least. I'm all over the Chiefs this week, boys.
Absolutely.
I just don't know what the Colts think, man. They do the same thing over and over again. They sign some old washed QB and they think they're gonna lead them to the Super Bowl. I mean,
at what point do they gotta
get it together?
At least draft a guy so you could put him behind some of these dudes? Like at least Phillip could have mentored someone for a year. Like you would. I mean, not
in
really
their defense. Andrew Luck.
They're hoping for
kind of
Andrew Luck.
Yeah,
they're hoping
true.
For him.
And I mean, in all aspects of you are correct. You are correct. Andrew Luck did walk away at like 26.
Yeah,
like 2 weeks before the season.
Was Jacoby Brissett their quarterback when they went 0-16, 1-15, whatever it was?
No, after Peyton.
Yeah.
No, they had a mix of guys. Jacoby was
probably in that
was
mix,
later. No. It was later because Tom Brady defeated the Colts, and that was the deflate gate in what, 2018, 2019? Or was that 2017, 2018?
I think Brissett was on the Dolphins then.
No, that was last year. That was last year.
Was that
he was on the Patriots and that
he was on the Patriots.
So during the deflate gate, when Tom Brady was suspended, he started one of those games because Jimmy G was hurt. Then the following year, he was on the Colts. So I think he went from Colts to Miami. If that's, I don't know if there's a team in between then or not.
I don't know.
But
They could
no,
probably use him.
I do not think when they went 1-15 before Andrew Luck, he was there.
Is it time for Nick
a lot of
Foles?
backup.
Is it time for Nick Foles?
Is Nick Foles behind him directly?
Yeah.
I forgot about that, Trevor. You're on to something here.
You're on to something.
You're on to
Big Dick
something.
Nick.
Put him in. What are we doing?
Sam Ellinger.
That's more of like a week 4, week 5, week 6 deal. If they're still terrible, then yeah, we're for sure putting Foles in. But I think you traded for. That's a huge strikeout by Blake Snell there at 120 pitches. Sorry. But you traded for Matt Ryan. You're going to give him a long time before he loses the job. And I mean, it's just as much the head coach's fault as it is Matt Ryan's to get shut out versus the Jags.
Yeah.
We can't blame it all on Matt Ryan. They have a full team over there. But you cannot get shut out just because Michael Pittman's not on the field. It's not
Taylor?
allowed. Exactly.
Where is he?
Jonathan Taylor was the best running back last year.
Nowhere to be found.
We spent too much time on that game.
Yeah.
All right.
Naheem Hines had more fucking fantasy points than Jonathan Taylor last week.
Well, they since no Pittman, they ran Naeem Hines out of the slot most of the game.
Well, I was pissed because I had Naheem Hines on my fucking bench as a handcuff just in case Jonathan Taylor gets hurt and he had fucking more points than the starter.
Makes sense. All right, next game, a great game. Bills at Dolphins, division game, always a great game. And the Dolphins are 2-0, and last week was the Tua show. So
this is going to be a great game, better than I think most people think it's going to be. I think the Dolphins come out very slow. And
you think the Dolphins come out slow?
Yes, I don't think they come out hot.
You think it's another like last week where they suck for a half and then they're good for a half?
Yes. And I think it's the Bills game just because of that. The Bills are going to come out hot like they do every time. Stephon Diggs going to get 2 touchdowns in the first half. The Bills look unstoppable. If you go Dolphins here, I don't know what you're thinking. I'm going Bills by at least a touchdown.
Love where you're at there. I do suspect the Bills to win, but I kind of think the opposite of you. I think the Dolphins are going to come out hot.
Think so?
I think the Dolphins come out hot, and then the second half fall off this week. I don't think it's the same version of last week where they're good in the second half, terrible in the first half.
Yeah.
I think they come out hot, but Dolphins defense bends don't break. True. They could withstand and
but
keep
this is the
going.
best offense they're gonna face so far.
So far, but it's still not the best.
Bills offense right now is not the best.
I'm saying Dolphins versus Bills. I love the Bills here.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Dolphins are ready for this type of team yet. The Bills are a full team, up and down. And I'm gonna go Bills here. I think it's a very close game.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
I don't know if
I would hammer the over.
I don't know if this is gonna change anyone's decision, but it is supposed to be lightning storms in Miami Sunday afternoon.
Josh Allen loves the rain.
You're right. He loves rain and snow.
He loves the rain.
They dominate.
They dominate.
I'll take a Josh Allen over Tua.
He went to Wyoming.
Let's not forget Josh Allen lost to the Jags last year. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, they did have a fluker, but remember we gave everyone a one fluke of the year, and that was mine. So I had to forget about that game.
What week was that? Do you know?
That was week 13.
Week 10.
Yeah. We're playing our best football in the beginning. Week 13 fucking fluke.
Yeah.
We already made the playoffs.
That game was a fluke versus the Jags.
Yeah.
That's my fluke of the year almost.
I'm kind of on Bob's side where I think the Dolphins are going to come out, smack them in the mouth, let them know, hey, this division isn't going to be all yours all year, buddy.
Yeah.
But I think the Bills do win.
It was a Josh Allen effect.
I just need Stephon Diggs to score 3 times
7-7
again.
for the whole quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was close for a while.
Yeah.
Myles, love to hear your input on this.
I do think the Dolphins are going to come out hot, and I think they're going to stay hot through the entire game. I think this offense is very complete. You have Tua. He's elite. I dropped $47 on him in fantasy this week. And then Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mike Gesicki, Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, you name it. I just think it's going to be a shootout. And I still think the Bills end up winning this division, but I do think the Dolphins come out and make a statement at home and let them know that the division's not going to come easy. I think Tua is up and coming, and he's an elite quarterback, and I think he's going to prove himself this game. I'm going Dolphins by 3 in a shootout.
I like that take.
Tuanon's gonna love you.
In a shootout, I was thinking the under.
Ooh,
The
I
under?
love the
You're
over
thinking the
in this
under in
game.
this game.
I love
it.
it. 52 is a lot, but I love
That's
it.
why I love the under.
It's a lot.
I think this game should be switched to the primetime game. Honestly,
Yes,
100%.
yes.
100%.
It's too late for
NFL
that.
doesn't
But
know
I
what
would,
they're doing.
I would love
Yeah,
that.
it's too late for that.
It's a little too late, but would love that. Yeah, definitely hammering the Bills, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miami runs some tricks up their sleeves. I'm a big Mike McDaniels fan over there. Mikey Smokes. That guy is an offensive juggernaut, and the plays he runs, the formations he sets up are wild. Like I was doing some film.
Oh,
I was
really?
watching some film.
Breaking down some film.
Some people broke down some film, so I watched.
Oh, okay.
And they were mentioning the sets that the Dolphins brought out to confuse the Ravens. They come out in double running back set. So you see 2 running backs in the huddle and 1 tight end and 2 wide receivers. So you still have Tyreek and you still have Jalen on the field, but you have 2 running backs.
It's a run heavy set.
But it's a setup as a run heavy, and then all of a sudden they line up and empty.
Mhm.
And the Ravens had their heavy package out there, so it made Waddle go up against Queen, and that was Waddle's like
touchdown.
60-yard play, not the touchdown, but it was like a 60-yard catch and run.
Wish they gave the ball to Chase Edmonds more.
Yeah, like hey, junk. But I just like Mike McDaniel, so I know this game's gonna be close, but I'm gonna take the well-rounded Bills over.
Absolutely.
But it's gonna be a shootout, and that Myles, that's a great game to have
the
island on. Great game. All right, moving on. We got Lions taking on the Vikings, another division matchup. Jenny, you want to start us off on this one? I haven't heard.
It's not not overthinking much this week. Kirk Cousins needs he's going to have a game, always does, where he's like, oh shit, Kirk Cousins is elite again. And it's not going to be on Monday night because
kind of makes you
Sunday
forget
night.
he makes you forget about the Monday night horrors in games like these.
Especially, I don't know, the Lions like to keep things close. This total is set at 52.5. I really like the under in that too. But I think Jay Jett is gonna have a very nice game against this Lions defense. But other than that, I can't see the Lions necessarily beating this team outright this week in Minnesota after getting embarrassed by the Eagles. Kirk Cousins needs some time to reflect. What?
You said embarrassed. They lost by 3.
No, the Vikings last week is what he's talking about.
I thought he was talking about Lions week 1. My bad.
No, I just don't think the Lions. Yeah, they got to win, and yeah, they have momentum, but it was against the Commanders, the first in-division game they get to play this year. Those are always tough, always hard-fought battles, but I do like the Vikings here.
I'm going to have to agree with you. Kirk Cousins, prime time. I shouldn't have bet on him. I forgot about the prime time last week.
You and me both, Myles. You and me both.
I think the whole world knows. One thing I would like the Vikings to start doing is start targeting Adam Thielen more. Get Thielen the ball and then open up opportunities for Justin Jefferson. Plus, I did draft Thielen in 3 of my leagues. I would like to see.
That's the real reason, buddy.
But no, he's a red zone threat. You find him in the end zone. He has good hands. Get him the ball. Open up Justin a little bit.
I feel like, yeah, that makes sense. But I feel like Kirk Cousins always picks on, like, he finds one dude. Because before Jay Jetta's, Thielen was that dude, you know? He was a fancy superstar. Diggs was kind of the second fiddle in that offense. And then now he just picks on one dude. Jed is that guy now. But yeah, I do agree. Give Thielen the ball more. He can make plays. He catches the ball insane. He's solid. He's not going to drop passes. But still.
I do think the Lions make it interesting, though. I know everyone watched Hard Knocks. Dan Campbell crying a little bit. It gets the clubhouse going, I think.
Yeah, he's a big football guy.
Big football guy.
Straight up football guy. I think this game, like you said, Myles, is going to be they're going to keep it interesting. I think the Lions give them a run for their money. Honestly, I do think this game is going to be a lot closer than the whole world thinks. I still think the world is like sleeping on the Lions, and I think that's going to work in their favor a little bit more than last year because they were in a lot of close games, but everyone had the mentality of they were bad last year. So it kind of makes sense of why they were in close games because usually you hate to say it, but teams drop the competition level when you're facing a bad team. Like you just know like, oh, this is going to be easy. Let's stay healthy. Let's catch a touchdown. But I think the Lions are going to keep this game a lot closer. It is in the division. But if I pick the Vikings to win this division like I did, they have to win these games, and this is a must-win game for the Vikings. After Kirk Cousins' horrible performance on Monday Night Football where he looked like he'd never thrown a football before, after trying to throw an interception 3 times in the last drive, that literally killed me. But I think the Vikings will overcome that, and it's not a primetime game, so Kirk is going to be better. I don't know if he's going to feed it to Thielen, though. He is like Carr and finds one target and forces the ball.
Wow. I think I'm taking the island here.
Oh, I thought about it.
Yeah, I think the Lions have hit their stride here. I mean, DeAndre Swift is playing great. Amon St. Brown had his career week last week. Aiden Hutchinson looked great on defense. I like the Lions here. He's questionable, but he's still going to play. I mean, this first year, he has all grit. But I like the Lions here. It might be a little bit of Hard Knocks coming out of me again, but I didn't pick them last week, and it bit me in the ass. So I'm going to have to take them this week. I like this island. Kirk Cousins is dog. Jefferson had one of his worst weeks in the NFL last week. Adam Thielen, like Shenny said, is not his first target, so he's never looking that way. Adam Thielen's running the other way to distract the defense so he can throw it to Jefferson. I'm going Lions here. I like him.
It's good island. Good island. Division. Good island. What's the next game?
We got Baltimore Ravens at – oh, no.
Yeah.
New England Patriots at Baltimore.
No. You were reading it right there, buddy. Ravens at Patriots.
Perfect. There we go. Was reading it a little wrong, but why don't you take it out?
You want me to start this?
I want you to start this.
This is a game that I didn't even want to start. All right. So if I'm going to pick this game, I'm going to pick it from my picker's mind and go straight off the sheet since you're giving me it right off the gate. The Ravens looked absolutely phenomenal in the first half of that game before they were dead tired. And with the veteran head coach, John Harbaugh over there, I truly don't think they're going to get embarrassed again like they were last week. It's an embarrassing showing for the Dolphins to come back to have 6 touchdowns on a team that you were just killing. Lamar, everybody was saying Lamar. He had 4 touchdowns. He had a 60-yard rushing touchdown. Mm-hmm. It was the Lamar show for a first half. I think the Ravens get it done. Like you were talking about earlier, Trevor, the Raiders didn't close games. Well, the Ravens did not even try to close this game. Like they just left it open the entire second half. And the Dolphins showed them what happens when you do that. And I think the Ravens have to have a comeback win. And I think the Patriots got a little lucky last week. Robert Kraft got his 500th win, and it happened to be at the Steelers, whatever. It was a big W after the game. That team's still not good. And I don't think that Mac Jones is going to beat Lamar Jackson is what I'm going to basically put this down to, is that I think the Ravens are winning this game. Period. I'll
Where
let
you
you
at,
guys
Shenny?
let you guys hammer this one.
Coach Harbaugh has never won a game in New England. He's 0-4 against the Patriots in his
Hate that.
career.
I absolutely hate that you just fucking said that, Trevor.
After you picked.
God fucking damn it.
But
Here, I'm keeping my pick.
this is the year Bill Belichick retires, so I'm going to go Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson has enough in him to win this game, and I just don't see Mac Jones playing good enough football to beat the Ravens after they just got embarrassed by Tua. Unless there's an Alabama curse against the Ravens and Alabama quarterbacks just absolutely go off, have their best days of their life against the Ravens, then I can see the Patriots winning. But I do like the Ravens here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ride with you on that one. Lamar, everybody in Baltimore is hammering finish. Fourth quarter, you got to win the games. Last week you had it, slipped out of your hands. And Shenny's right. This is Belichick's kick out of the league. Everybody's saying you've had your long reign. It's over now. Tom Brady's.
I think you guys are wrong on that take, by the way.
You don't have your Tom Brady clutch anymore.
I'm not going to let my name be tied just because we're in this podcast. There's not a shot Belichick retires this offseason. Just to let you know.
He's going out with good old Brady, just so you know.
No.
He's going out. This is his kick out of the league.
They're not like as much as friends as the entire world thinks. Brady and the owner were friends.
You can't say he doesn't.
Robert Kraft and Tom Brady are really good friends. Belichick wasn't, and Tom Brady aren't friends.
You can't tell me if they see each other at a bar, they're not having a drink with each other.
No, I think they're like giving them side eye across the bar at each other.
Okay.
In this moment right now.
Tom won him 6 fucking Super Bowls.
And then Tom said, F you, I'm leaving, and I'm going to do it better without
and
you.
Belichick is in his feels saying maybe he's right. Maybe he was all of my success.
Belichick's not retiring. That's just what I'm to say. We're going into week 3.
I'm taking Baltimore. Don't care.
He's going to pull one of those, I'm going to draft and then I'm out. I'm going to give you the draft and then I'm out.
I hate to tell you guys this, but Belichick's in this league till he dies.
I hope not.
Myles.
Belichick's not retiring. I think he's the smartest coach in football, and Lamar Jackson's the hardest player to game plan for. But if there's one coach in the league that can game plan for Lamar Jackson, it's Bill Belichick. I do think this game's going to be slow and very methodical. He's going to take away a lot of the easy passes for Lamar, make him run the ball, get some hits on him. And I think the Patriots pull it out. I think their defense wins in this game.
Nice split.
I hate to hear that.
Split. We'll see where it goes.
All right, next game.
Next game, we got the Bengals at New York Jets.
The Bozo Bengals.
Jets got a nice win last week.
Give me this island.
You can take it, buddy. I'm going Cincinnati Bengals here.
Oh, that's not the side I wanted the island on.
Oh.
No shot. I didn't want the Jets. I thought everyone was going to ride the hot streak. We're the elite Flacco in this company.
That is a fluke win for the Jets. I don't know how they did it. Robert Saleh is freaking cracked out over there in New York right now.
He said he's keeping receipts, so watch your mouth.
Keep them all, buddy. Write this one down for sure. Because I am not going Jets here. I'm going Cincinnati Bengals. They pull their heads out of their ass. I don't know what's going on over there, but they figure it out this game. Cincy.
Myles, let's hear it.
I think I'm on the Bengals as well. I do think that they're going to pull their head out of their ass. I think their O-line needs to take a long look in the mirror. 100%. Your franchise quarterback shouldn't be getting sacked 6 times a game.
Yes, he should.
Especially a couple years after that knee surgery. It's a little scary seeing
it was a brutal knee injury.
Brutal. And I would like to see Joe Burr stay healthy and terrorize Shenny the way Aaron Rodgers has been terrorizing Big Cat over the years. But I would like to ride the Bengals on this. I think it's Bengals. I don't think it's going to be very close, and Salah can keep my receipt on that.
Absolutely.
I'm right there with you, both of you. We're going Bozo Bengals, as Shenny would say. Oh, and the Phillies hit a walk-off in the 10th. But yeah, Trevor, are you going with the Bozos? Are you elite Flacco stan?
Are you taking the island?
I'm going to go with the numbers here, and the average takes curse hits more than Joe Flacco does. So I'm going to go Bengals here. Just like week 1, I'm going to go Bengals and hope the other team wins, which consecutive weeks. Last week I said if Dak was playing, I'd probably take the Cowboys. Well, apparently Dak doesn't even need to play, and the Cowboys can still fucking win. So
Cooper Rush, that dude, no shot.
I'm gonna go the Bengals. This is a must-win, especially you can't go 0-3 in this division, win the division. But that's probably what they're gonna do, and they're gonna miss playoffs because this team is not built to win football games. Last year was they had the luck of God. They had the luck of the football gods. They had the luck of any kind of luck you could possibly have. The Bengals had it. And I really hope Joe Flacco goes for 400 yards and 5 tutties. But I'm going to go. I think the Bengals win this game. It's a must win for them.
I don't
sounds personal to you.
It does sound personal. You're right there, Myles. All right, next game is Eagles taking on the Commies.
Commies, dude. This is the best game of the week, I feel like.
The Eagles are going to destroy them.
These two teams suck. And it's in division.
Eagles don't suck this year. That's where we draw the line in this studio right now. Eagles are a team this year, dog.
I don't know. I can't
really.
I can't bite it yet.
Really?
They're 2-0. They played the Lions and the Vikings.
Yeah, and handed them.
Handed them?
I mean, Lions kind of came back, but it was a big deficit early. And it seemed like they put on the.
Well, it seems like you know your pick, so let's hear it.
Oh, I do know my pick. It's Eagles all the way. I told you guys from week 1. I absolutely hate the Commies this year. I hate Carson Wentz and that team. It's that defense is nowhere what it was when it was in 2020. Nowhere near. That was a fluke of a year. There wasn't a single fan in the stadium. Makes sense. The stadium.
Hold on, before you guys finish that statement.
Nope. Eagles. Period.
This is a Carson Wentz revenge game. Let's not forget.
This is a
Carson Wentz revenge game. This is the first division matchup between these two teams, and Carson Wentz revenge game. I'm just putting that out there. I'm not going to pick. But I'm just putting that out there.
I want you to pick. Bob already picked. You're next.
Oh, I'm next?
Yes.
Yeah, pick it, dude.
Pick them.
Oh, I'm going Eagles. By far.
Oh, this asshole. This guy's a straight.
He wanted us to switch our picks.
This guy's an asshole.
Yeah, for real.
The Eagles are that team, and I need Miles Sanders to continue this fucking grind of running the ball. I love it. I need him to score a touchdown, though. That would have been nice last week. Jalen Hurts doesn't need to be so selfish and to have 2 rushing touchdowns and fucking 3 passing touchdowns.
Whatever it takes to win. All right, whatever it takes. Miles doesn't find himself in the end zone. That's because Miles don't find himself in the end zone.
Let's let other guys, eat a little bit. Let's build the confidence of your team.
Yeah, Devonta Smith. That's who should be eating here.
No,
very
true. Let's let Miles Sanders eat.
Hell?
Let's let Miles Sanders eat, please.
No. What the hell's going on here?
No shot.
No Devonta? We got AJ and we forgot about Devonta. Miles,
who you got?
I'm going Eagles as well. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna be contending for an MVP.
I love that you say that, Miles, because I have him on 2 fantasy teams as my starting quarterback.
He's on one of mine.
Backups.
I think he's that dude. He's him. Jalen Hurts is him.
I think he's him this year.
But
other than
Carson Wentz, certified bomb. I watched him on in-season Hard Knocks last year. It only backed my take up. Certified bomb. I'm going Eagles by 21.
He is the first player I've ever seen sprain both ankles in one place. So I agree with you there.
And I think it only takes a true professional to do that.
You got to be trying to do that. But I'm going Eagles here. I just want everybody to know that I don't like the Eagles this year.
Zip it.
But I hate the Washington commies even more, like Bob said. I'm going Eagles by at least 10.
I did just trade for Scary Terry in fantasy, so I would like to see him maybe
Not a
have
spot.
a 7-touchdown game or something like that.
A 7-touchdown game?
Or something like that. 7 catches, no yards.
Hoping for a lot there. Eagles sweep, not good for average takes.
Not good for the Carson Wentz game of the week. Holy
But
cow.
next game, we got the Saints visiting the Panthers.
I still got a lot of games on my card.
Yeah.
All right. Saints at Panthers. Trevor,
Also a great game.
you want to start us off? You know what? Let's have Myles start us off.
Where you at, Myles?
I think the Panthers are going to have the number 1 pick in the draft next year.
Oh no.
I don't see him wearing very many, if any, football games. I'm going Saints. I think Jameis, he might have one of those games where he throws for 5 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, but I don't see the Panthers doing anything with those turnovers. Christian McCaffrey just hasn't looked like himself this year. Injured the last couple seasons. I mushed him last year in fantasy, and I don't think he's the same guy anymore. I'd like him to come back strong. I'm a big fan of McCaffrey, but I just don't see anything very upside for the Panthers this week or this year at all.
Really? I think I'm going to have to go the opposite way. I think this is their first W this week. I think Alvin Kamara last week being out hurt the Saints a lot. Jameis Winston is not biting a W this week. I think Baker Mayfield figures it out. Christian McCaffrey runs for about 150 on this Saints defense. I'm going Carolina here.
All right, Trevor, let's hear it.
I think Alvin Kamara is going to be banged up a little bit still. The Panthers are just fucking brutal. They can't even beat the Giants, so I have to go Saints. That's all I really have to say. Saints.
Well,
Jameis Winston's going to have a comeback game, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Panthers defense is still pretty good. I think they're solid. They only give up 22 points a game. I know that's kind of a lot, but the Saints are hungry after Mike Evans just absolutely WWE'd fucking Marcus Lattimore in the mouth. I think they have a little bit of chip on their shoulder, and Jameis needs to play better so this team can win. And that's why I'm going Saints, because I think Jameis will play better.
give me the
Okay.
island. Give me the island.
I'm not giving you the island. Just
No.
let me hear me out. I'm going to start it off with that because that's what you said. I'm going to start off with that. But last year, this is a division rival. They play each other twice a year.
They do.
I'm going to break it down a little bit.
Let's
Last year, they split the series. Each team won a game. Last year, week fucking 2, Jameis Winston started versus Carolina. The score was 26-7, Carolina, with Sam Darnold.
Oh,
Sam Darnold.
They got Baker
I
now.
think Baker is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. Absolutely. And Jameis Winston only had 111 yards and no Kamara this game. Jameis Winston was the highest rusher with 19. For some reason, this is me fading myself. I'm
right.
picking Carolina.
All right.
I don't like this offense without Alvin Kamara.
That's what
And
I
I
was
think
saying.
we saw that last
We
week.
did.
And I think we're going to see that again because Kamara's banged up. With no Kamara, Jameis
Offense nothing,
is
to be honest.
Jameis is lost.
Alvin Kamara is that one piece that will always glue this offense together. And when he's not there, there's no run game or pass game. And especially with Jameis Winston at quarterback, he might have those 5 interceptions, but I don't know about those 5 touchdowns.
I think this is going to be Carolina first W of the year.
You can't lose the fucking Giants. You just can't. You can't lose the Giants.
I like Dabble, so I'm
I
moving
think,
on from my old Giants takes.
I think Baker's better than Darnold too, but I think everyone forgets at the beginning of last year, the Panthers started out hot, and everyone was questioning if Sam Darnold was that dude. A lot of people were high on Sam Darnold,
And then he started seeing ghosts again. got hurt, and I understand that. But last week taught me a valuable lesson that Jameis is not good.
Not good.
Jameis is.
Have you seen any?
Jameis is not good. Period.
Hold on. Have you seen any progressive commercials of Baker living at home inside Carolina's stadium? No, you haven't. He's not
in the last
in Carolina.
5 years. Have we seen Winston be good? 5 years ago,
I don't want him to get comfortable.
5 years ago, exactly, he was good. Now,
no, I saw him. He was electric last year.
No,
in
he
his
wasn't.
3 games that he played.
You're a liar.
Not really. If you go back and watch,
he's gonna make you eat your words, and me and Myles gonna be eating W's over here.
That's fine because I might be with the Bucks like last week, and they were eating W's. I watched Leonard Fournette eat a W on the bus.
Literally,
Instagram Live. Ow. Bucks beat the Saints last week. Yes, they did.
Didn't you pick the Saints though?
Oh, we forgot about that. This is me. Didn't you hear me when I started this? It's me fading my past self. I'm fading myself here. I don't like the Panthers. I don't like the Saints. This is me fading my past self, and I'm looking up the numbers. Jameis versus this defense last year sucked. 111 passing yards versus the damn Panthers last year for Jameis in one of his games that he played last year, Trevor, that he was so fucking good. 1 touchdown. I'm hammering the Panthers.
That's better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, that guy sucks too.
Don't say that, dude.
Period. Next game.
Jacksonville Jaguars flying into Los Angeles.
Chargers, moving on. No, I'm kidding. I'm taking the Chargers. You guys can throw what you want to say out there. Herbert or whatever. Just sweep this game so we can move on. And if they lose, I could blame the curse.
This pick is 100% bias. I'm picking the Chargers.
100% bias? I don't think this is bias at all. The Chargers are a better team than the Jags.
Yeah, you're right. But
I don't think this is bias.
Herbert's hurt.
Bias was me last week.
Herbert's hurt.
Jags are hot.
Herbert's hurt, and Jags got their first dub last week.
Jags beat the Colts, who we deemed the worst team in the league.
We did.
You picked the Colts last week.
Okay, maybe it's not bias. Chargers are fire. Let's go.
Ride. Thank you. Period.
I think it's not even close. It's Chargers. They're winning this game.
Thank you, Myles.
Let's go.
Shanny, fuck this up for the rest of us.
You already know where I'm going, boy. You already know.
Duval County.
He's gonna pick the Chargers just so we can have average takes curse.
Average take sweep. That's fine.
Average take sweep. I'm hammering the Chargers this week. I absolutely love them. They are one of the best teams in the NFL. It's insane how good they are.
It might be a Trevor curse.
It might be.
It is insane how good they are. Trevor Lawrence played absolutely fantastic last week. And wow, tickets are only $18 this week. That's going to be nice.
It's because the Jags are terrible. No one wants to watch.
Yeah, their fans aren't traveling.
Yeah, no shot.
Fans aren't traveling.
No fans there.
This is one of those games. I'm really big on teams that travel from coast to coast. This is one of those games where the Jags bodies aren't going to be ready for this West Coast 1 p.m. game. So I'm going to go Chargers. Herbert is going to play injured because he's a mini Big Ben, and then he has that dog in him. I'm looking at the stats this year, and somehow Gerald Everett is the leading receiver on the Chargers, which is absolutely horrendous.
And I just drafted him in my fantasy team.
Don't forget Keenan Allen
waivers
was hurt.
Still hurt. Still
was.
I don't know.
Maybe a game time decision. Moving on.
But if I'm a betting man, I'm going Jags +7.
That's totally fine because that's minus $25 for your account. Literally. Rams at Cardinals minus 500 out of your account.
Another game. That's gonna be
another great game that I want to just shoot at Trevor because he's pissing me off. Rams at Cardinals. Trevor, take us away.
If D-Hop was playing, I would probably go Cardinals here. But he's not playing, so
is it
I don't know. I still don't know where I'm going to go. Double XP doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about that. Kyler can play video games and still be elite. He proved that
He's
last week.
2-22, so can't not skew away from the numbers.
It's crazy how the story flips just like that.
Is it double XP? I do want to know.
The beta drops tomorrow, so sure.
I thought the beta dropped last week.
I got false information.
Oh, you got false information. So the beta did not drop, and I hammered the Raiders for that information.
And it fucking fucked you.
Well, I saw a bunch of group chats going off saying, "Oh, beta's available tomorrow, 10 a.m." Blah 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 blah. All these COD nerds.
It was a preview of the beta.
Oh, see, Roman's a COD nerd. He knows.
Yeah, I did, but I just
downloaded it.
So it was a preview.
It was a preview of the beta, and the beta drops this weekend. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go Rams.
Hammering the Rams.
I don't know why this doesn't seem good at all. Cardinals at home.
This truly is a toss-up game.
That's really it.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna ride with Shenny and go Rams just because they're the Rams and they won the Super Bowl last year. But the Cardinals might win.
I don't know because the Cardinals held Devontae to 2 catches, 12 yards. If the Cardinals can hold Cooper Kupp under 50 yards this week, they might have a game plan against elite wide receivers. That's all I'm gonna say.
But Matthew Stafford is better than Carr. I would say that.
Mr. Myles, I want to hear your pick.
I do think the Rams have been playing a little sloppy, but they've been getting away with it because they're the Rams. And the Cardinals are coming off a big week last week. I think they're going to carry that momentum into this week. I have Cardinals upsetting the Rams at home this week. So I think it's going to be a good game. Could go either way, but I just think the Rams have been sloppy and the Cardinals have momentum.
Damn, I really wanted that island, but I'm going to actually go with you, Myles, here. I like this pick. This is a game that I just had a question mark on my board. The Rams have been playing really, really sloppy. For that game last week versus the Falcons to go down to the last possession is brutal. They're a really good team, and I just still think there's something up with Stafford. And I'm going to go Cardinals here. I think they found a little magic last week.
Like you said, everybody plays down to their competition.
James Conner questionable.
I might be fading myself a little too much.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm gonna go Cardinals here just for the fun of it, just to give me a little excitement in these late games.
Just give
I'm
me a
gonna
little
pick
juice.
an underdog.
A little juice.
I do think that intentional safety last week, football gods are not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. That bit me right in the ass, and it's gonna bite them in the ass next week.
Next game, we got the Falcons visiting the Seattle Seahawks.
Shenny, this is the shit fuck game of the week.
Shitbag titty fuck game of the week.
Yeah.
Let's hear Myles' pick on this one.
Oh, you're gonna just give it to Myles right off the get?
Just right off the get because
the
this
worst
game
game
is
of
a
the week?
toss-up also.
Worst game of the week. We'll just give it to the rookie.
Had to.
Right.
I'm honestly flipping a coin on this one. I don't like either of these teams. I do think the Falcons have more weapons. I think Drake London is that guy. He's really good. I don't know how I feel about Mariota being able to get him the football, though. They have one of the most freak of nature athletes on their team, Kyle Pitts, and they can't get him the football. I drafted him thinking this guy's the next Darren Waller. He hasn't done anything, but Mariota is incapable of getting him the football. But Geno Smith is just as incapable of getting DK Metcalf the football. And for that reason, I'm going Falcons.
I love that pick. I'm going to go Falcons too.
You're going Falcons also.
I hate Geno Smith. I absolutely hate him.
Week 1, you were saying he's little Lamar.
And for the funnies. Wasn't serious. I don't think he's anywhere close to Lamar.
So this podcast isn't serious then.
Not with you on it, no. Got your ass.
Then I'm going Geno Smith, little minimum Lamar.
That's fine, dog. I'm gonna go Marcus Mariota, and we're gonna see a little Oregon.
You're going to see a little Oregon.
We're seeing a little Oregon this weekend. Yep. They're going to throw some trick plays up their ass. Falcons are 0-2. You got nothing to lose.
Right.
We're going to see a little bit of trickery.
You want to finish your pick, Shenny?
I think you did.
Fuck it. I'm going Seahawks. I don't fucking care. The 12th man is fucking scary. It scared Russell Wilson. It's going to scare Marcus Mariota. I don't care if Geno Smith is
No. It did not scare Russell fucking Wilson. Russell Wilson had the same fucking hand gestures that he used in Seattle. He just carried them to Denver, and they all knew it. The wide receivers, Tyler Lockett and DK, were running up and down the sideline going, he's calling a Hail Mary, like just calling plays out. Every sign was the same exact from his previous team. That's how the Seahawks won.
And the 12th man scared him. So no. I'm going to go Seahawks because Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are better than whoever the fuck the Falcons have to throw the ball to. And the Seahawks just might be a home team. That's it. That's all I'm about to say. I don't know why I'm picking the Seahawks here. Probably because Atlanta loves to blow leads. Let's not forget about that. They are the team that loves to blow leads, and I'm going to hammer the Seahawks here. And I love that pick. Give me an island, whoever's next.
I wanted the island.
Don't
also,
steal my bars,
Shenny, but I'm going Seattle Seahawks also. I think Jimmy Garoppolo just had to show everybody that he's that dude last week and beat the Seahawks. But this week, I don't think the Falcons are it. They're 0-2 for a reason. Tyler Lockett had a great game last week, and I think he repeats that this week. I'm going Seattle.
Maybe if Calvin Ridley was playing, I might pick the Falcons here, but
Casey Hayward's locking him down.
He's fucking betting on himself. So
Casey Hayward's locking
Calvin Ridley's taking.
What did he do in LA?
Yeah, an INT last week.
I think he's taking his money line this week.
INT in the red zone last week. First Stafford.
Not against Geno.
3. Geno had 3 INTs this weekend. All right, moving on. Packers at Bucks.
Good game, but I think I'm going to have to take the Bucks here. Bucks are on a roll.
Packers ain't got no wide receivers.
Everybody's doubting them. Packers just had Aaron Rodgers is the
Speaking
Chicago
of
Bears
retiring,
daddy.
Aaron Rodgers might retire at the end of this year because of how ugly Green Bay's future is.
Hey, buddy, he took ayahuasca. His life is opened up.
Not to the wide receivers, it hasn't, because those guys seem.
Oh,
like
really? They got a W last week.
Where's the Bears? Another bottom 5 football team in this league.
All right, dude. I'm not doubting you because I'm picking the Bucks here. So
I'm just saying, I hate the Packers this year.
All right. So
Aaron Rodgers is gonna have to prove that he's 2-time MVP. He's gonna have to prove it this year. Because that team is ugly.
I mean, he didn't look bad last week. He was throwing to the veterans, all of his veterans on his team.
How long are we gonna expect Randall Cobb to be good?
Sammy Watkins.
Halfway decent.
Sammy Watkins was that dude last week.
How long are we gonna expect Sammy Watkins to be good for? That guy's gonna hit the fucking IL in a week.
Leaving the Bills was the worst thing he ever did. Bad time to leave the Bills. But I mean, I do like the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, but I'm going to have to go to the
Soto,
Bucks.
beautiful catch right there. I don't know if you guys are still paying attention to the Padre game, but just laid out.
Nope, not watching.
I know you aren't. Speaking of Myles.
I think, can't bet against Tom Brady. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
It's hard too.
And I think people forget how good that defense really is. I mean, Tom has weapons too. It's another team that can make a run for the Super Bowl.
And let's not forget, Cole Beasley just signed there this week.
I saw that. I saw that.
You don't got enough, Tom?
Yeah, seriously.
Tom, you really don't got enough. You got Scotty Miller, who's exactly the same.
But is Cole Beasley better?
At least we know where they're
Cole Beasley's
fucking.
Going to be a great addition.
And Cole Beasley was the first one to become the Scotty Miller. He was the before any of those like Cooper Kupp, Scotty Miller, all those.
Whoa,
Cole Beasley was that dude. You can't tell me no.
Don't discredit my boy Wes Welker at all. Because
Okay.
Wes Welker started this small white boy
Stud.
slot game.
Stud for sure.
Let's not.
Okay, but who was second? Who was second? Cole Beasley. You got to.
Julian Edelman.
I'm not even gonna say. Yeah, I would say Julian Edelman.
Cole Beasley was that dude. He had
for what, a year and a half with the Cowboys?
He had a split for like 5 years. He was that dude.
Dog, don't even tell me you can compare Edelman to Cole Beasley.
Edelman had Tom Brady as his quarterback. Cole Beasley had who? Cooper Rush?
Tony fucking Romo.
Tony Romo's a top 5 quarterback all time.
Tony Romo retired early because he knew his fate.
He is the best quarterback in Cowboys history. I'm pretty goddamn sure.
He knew his fate. He knew he wasn't going to do good.
That is a false statement, Trevor.
Not false at all. This is the game of who can be unvaccinated the longest. We got Cole Beasley on one side and Aaron Rodgers on the other. They took ayahuasca both together this offseason.
This is a great take.
This is a great take. I love it.
This is top tier.
And you guys all pick Bucks. I'm going Packers here. Wow. Aaron Rodgers is that dude, and he's gonna go into Tampa Bay when Tom Brady takes a day off every fucking week now, like a little baby he is. He's not there for his team. He needs family time because he's 45. He's getting old. He should have stayed retired because that's who Tom Brady is. And I should never doubt Tom Brady, but I'm going to again. And every time I do that, he fucking fucks me right in the ass.
Yep.
So I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers here and, and the Packers. Aaron Rodgers doesn't need any of them.
Okay, let's not forget Tom Brady is 2-0 without having to be Tom Brady. The offense didn't have to work for 2 games, and Tom Brady's 2-0.
Yeah, and
not forget that
because he has
Julio
Jones in his back pocket.
Julio Jones played 1 game so far. All right, he's 50% on the year for fucking games attended and started. So I don't want to hear your Julio Jones until week 17 because I think he's gonna shoot under 500 this year.
He's that dude
in games.
I can't wait until Bobby Tunyon catches a tutty late in this game.
The score is 37-7.
If you think the Bucks are scoring 37 points, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Tom Brady's back this week. The marriage counselor hit.
Him and Giselle are great.
He had a threesome with the marriage counselor.
Oh, no.
He's going for 50 this weekend. He hates Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady should have been MVP last year. Aaron Rodgers won it. Don't know how.
He's unvaxxed.
Don't know how.
He's unvaxxed.
Did we get Myles' pick on this?
Yeah, he said can't bet against Tom Brady.
Yeah,
can't bet against Tom Brady.
You can't. So Trevor,
you can and you will.
Good luck on the island.
Good luck on the island.
Yeah.
We got the San Francisco 49ers visiting the Denver Broncos.
And did I just read that this game is Sunday night?
Sunday night primetime NFL football.
Padres W. There you go, Trevor. There's your final stat of the night.
This is one of the worst games this week.
This is the worst primetime game since the next one, Monday night.
Seriously. NFL script writers, what doing?
You wanted me to take a week off?
Yeah,
I think that's what they want. Because it's Thursday sucks, Monday sucks, Sunday night sucks. All primetime games this week suck.
Trash cans.
Suck.
I'm just glad it's not Chargers or fucking Jags. That game would have fucking blew.
I'm glad it's the last weekend of baseball. I might be watching baseball Sunday. Holy fuck.
I'll let you go first, buddy, because I do not know.
You don't know this game?
I kind of want to go 49ers, but
you don't know this game.
You should. Jimmy G's a winner.
Jimmy G is a winner.
Why don't you go first then?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, sure.
I hate this game.
You got Denver colors in your background. Who are you picking?
If you're going to give me a plus sign in front of the Denver Broncos, I am fucking going to take it.
I thought the Broncos were dead last podcast.
They are dead, but I saw a picture of Ciara the other day, and I am back on the fucking Broncos fucking bandwagon, baby.
Russ is the ultimate cuck, dude. I'm hammering 49ers
ultimate
here.
Cuck. I think I'm going 49ers just because I hate Russell Wilson. His run pass call will forever irk me.
I hated those dudes.
Everybody on Twitter was flaming him. All ex-NFL players were all, if he's fucking calling run pass on the sideline in football, I mean NFL, you're done.
Buddy, you forget he played his entire career in Seattle where you can't hear a lick.
Literally. Nobody.
You think your pass ball call is going to affect what I'm doing on the field? Not a shot in this earth.
No shot, buddy.
And you're forcing the team to do it?
You're focusing on the wrong things.
I
think the 49ers are
vibes.
listening to Future in the locker room this week and take the W here.
I think they're listening to Kodak.
I'm right there with you, Roman. Jimmy G's back.
Jimmy G's back. I
And
mean,
this is
this
is going to be a low key Jimmy G's back.
He showed you why he's that dude last week, but this week he's going to show you why he really is that.
I mean, this game is an ultimate coin flip to me because both of these teams are both on the cusp of being bad.
Yeah.
But I think
the 49ers offense is better than Denver's
okay, but
offense.
this is where the game changes. George Kittle.
Is he playing?
He's playing this week.
49ers by 40.
Taking the 49ers.
No, Mike McDaniels in this offense is horrendous. It's looking bad.
I think
that's why I love the Broncos.
I think that is them trying to work in an offense that works for Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really work for this offense.
Doesn't.
I'm hammering Jimmy G in his first start of 2020.
Kill my Myles. Give me a fucking island here.
Don't do it, Myles. Don't do it.
I like Jimmy G, man. I'm out on Russ.
Yeah,
but I think Trey Lance going down, I think that was a blessing in disguise for the Niners. Obviously, not happy that he got hurt.
Almost like the Tyrod situation for the Chargers, just to put it in perspective.
Getting sued while our current
we hope he recovers and comes back fast, but I do think Jimmy G is the better fit in this offense. They need to throw the football. They need to get the ball to Debo. They need to get the ball to Kittle. And I just don't think Trey Lance was capable to do that yet. And, for that reason,
I feel bad that Kittle wasn't in the lineup for his two starts, a game and a half or whatever. Kittle wasn't on the field. Kittle's a top 2 tight end in this league.
Absolutely.
Who's one?
I think it's
Travis.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
Kelsey's so good.
Travis. Yeah. Darren's too.
Waller's good, but I need more consistency out of him. I need to see him on the field more, touchdowns more.
I agree.
You can't give me 1 year. Travis Kelsey's been in this league a long time, being dominant for a long time.
What about Mark Andrews? Where is he at on the spectrum?
Mark Andrews is close, but his best games seem to be when Lamar's not on the field. So I need to see a full breakout year with Lamar.
I agree.
I do also think that Kittle is one of the best run blockers in the game.
Yeah.
So he adds not only lethalness to the passing game, but the run game as well. And that's a big piece of that offense.
I love it.
Who you got, Shane?
Broncos, dude.
He's taking the Broncos. We already knew that.
Broncos money line.
Island boy. Wow.
All right, Russ Cook.
Monday Night Football. Only game this week. We're not going to doubleheader like last week.
We got another division game.
Division matchup. We got Cooper Rush taking on Daniel
Cooper
Jones.
Rush visiting Brian Daboll and Daniel Jones. Did Giants go 3-0?
Book it. I got the Giants 3-0. I'm taking Dabble. Give me the island. I want to be the first guy to take the Giants and the only guy to take the Giants. Take Cooper Rush and the Cowboys. I think that game was the ultimate fluke. Cooper Rush is not a good quarterback. I know the Bengals have been playing bad ball. They made him look good. They did. Dabble is not letting that one happen. I do not think Cowboys are winning this game, and Giants are starting 3-0. It's weird to say, but I hate the Cowboys. And if the Cowboys are 2-1 without Dak, that's scary.
Very scary.
That's scary because Dak didn't have too crazy of an injury where he will be back this year.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones said back week 4.
Yeah. So if the Cowboys are 2-1 and you take the only loss with Dak, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. You're losing this game. And I don't know how the Giants are going to win. Don't even ask me how they do this. Because this is, again, fading myself. I am picking the Giants. This is a big week for me. If I do good, I might have to fade myself all year. And it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
My brain is going to be a mixed emotion.
Because you don't even know if you're fading yourself or fading yourself anymore.
Holy shit. You almost flipped me on this game. No,
but I think I'm riding you. I'm going Giants.
Oh,
also.
You're not giving me the island?
No shot I'm giving you the island here.
Oh,
I think Cooper Rush had a fluke game last week. I don't think the Cowboys do it again. The Giants have played good competition. They played the Titans first week, and then they played the Panthers the next week. And I don't know what Brian Daboll is doing over there, but I think they got their answer. The Cowboys are trash this year without or with Dak. I'll let you guys finish this off, but I'm going Giants.
Battle of the Bombs.
Absolutely.
Another one.
Absolutely.
I can't look at the Giants and see a 3-0 next to their logo. I can't do it. I'm going Cowboys. I think that offense is all around better. I think this
is going to turn it around. And fuck. Sorry. Bluetooth.
It's all good.
For a sec, yeah, but I think Zeke's going to turn it around. Pollard really good. And I don't know if you saw what Kenny Galladay was saying in the media. I don't know if that was the other day, but he's not too happy. I think some things are rumbling over there. It's own Cowboys.
Scary times.
I absolutely love the Cowboys this week. Myles is 100% right. There is no shot I can look at the Giants and see 3-0 next to that fucking ugly ass NY logo.
New times in New York. You never know.
I love the star, and I love seeing the Cowboys 2-1 beating the Giants in New York. Daniel Jones is absolutely horrendous at home. He plays so much better on the road. The New York fans just give him hell when he's at home, and he is not comfortable playing football in New York. That's why I'm going the Cowboys. If you can beat Joey fucking Bozo Burrow, you can beat Daniel Jones at home. No questions about it. Micah Parsons is a fucking dog. The Cowboys defense is going to step up. Trevon Diggs, call it right now. I'm writing it down. Check off. I love the Cowboys.
Does he have an interception this year?
I don't think so. I don't think
He's due.
He's due, but I don't think he gets it
fucking
this game.
that. Because Daniel Jones is a turnover machine.
Not
I
this
fucking
year.
hate that.
Not this year, Brian.
Not
Daboll.
this year.
Roll it.
We're hammering the Giants.
Splitting the Monday night game.
Oh, this building took Giants.
They took Cowboys and we took Giants.
Oh, doctor.
Great pick'ems week.
All right, that's a great pick'ems week, but we're not done yet, Roman.
We got
the average takes, not your average parlay. Trevor, we're 0-2. Roman is 2-0. Let's get it in this parlay, but it works as a team thing.
Can we switch to college football really quick?
Trevor, no.
God damn it.
So,
well, since I'm 2-0, why don't I'll just start it off.
Let's start it off with you.
And as you guys know, I'm riding the unders this year. And this week, I think the Chargers and the Jaguars are placed at 47 over under, and I'm taking the under there. I think this is another one of the games that the Chargers score 21 points quick and just ride it out, running out with Austin Eckler. I think the under's hitting this game.
Quick tidbit on your unders pick. The Steelers-Browns line is 38.5 over the last 3 years. Any game that's 38.5 or lower has hit the under. It's 7-0 the last 3 years. Just a quick tidbit.
All right.
Is like 38.5 the lowest or something?
No, there's been lower, but 38.5 is just the marker of if it's the total's that low, the under has hit 7 times straight.
I mean, and it makes sense that everyone hammers probably the over because how low that looks just to your eye. Yeah. Especially after betting the college games before.
Yeah.
Because those over-unders are like 70, 62.
Yeah.
They get me scared, and then all of a sudden, boom, they score 190 points in a game.
Yes. Yeah. And then you go to watch the NFL game, and it's 17-19. You go, what the fuck just happened?
Exactly.
What the fuck just happened? All right, Roman, your bet is locked in my parlay. So you are taking the Chargers and Jags, which is
at
not
47.
it's not even on my parlay spread.
Really.
Lines are changing. That's why they're moving. Too much money is coming in on the Jags. They had to cancel that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not allowed to bet that game for some reason in this.
They had to close it.
All right, Roman. Well,
Should I switch it?
No, you
you could keep it, but it's just not going to be in our parlay because I cannot add it for some
All
reason.
right, Bob, you're up.
I'm up.
Don't fuck it up here.
Don't fuck it up here. Well, I am 0-2. This is a curse on me. But if I'm a betting man and I'm going to put real actual cash on these games, this is the one thing I haven't really sought out. I wanted to pick a live line. I'm going to hammer Raiders -2. I mean, we picked them to win.
We did.
I think they are going to win by a field goal or more. And I love the -2.
I like that line.
Sitting at -110. If I were to go money line, though, what are they sitting at? They're -130. So I'm going to keep the -110 and keep them at -2 points.
Let's hear it, Miles. What you got?
Chiefs -5.5. I think they win by 50. I would sell points if I could, but I think Matt Ryan is just not any good. I think the one thing that'll give Chiefs problems if they're not able to stop the run, but I seen him stack in the box, make Matt Ryan throw the football, and I think Mahomes puts up 50 points this week.
Yeah, that's free money right there. I don't know why it's so low, but fire bet.
Trevor,
Finish it off.
I have a hunch of where we're going here, but let's hear it.
I'm gonna round it off.
Yep, do
I'm
it.
gonna change my my thought process this week.
He's doing it.
He's not doing
I
it?
don't think he's doing it.
Ravens -3.
I knew it.
All right.
That's where I'm going. I think the Ravens can win by at least 3 points. I mean, it has to be more than 3, I guess. So at least 4 points, I think they can win by in New England. I know it's going to be a tough battle there. You know, scratch that. I'm switching it.
Whoa.
Ravens money line. Ravens money line. I don't like the points there. I think they can win. Ravens money line. I don't care what the fucking odds are.
Better bet. I
think
hate
that's a better bet.
I
like
hate
the
the
-3.
3.
Why?
Well, the only positive there is you could tie, and it just like pushes.
I don't think they tie, bro. I think the Ravens at
No, not
least win by
tie,
a
but
touchdown.
but
I think Justin
win by
Tucker
3
can
points
hit
and
a
it loses.
game-winning
Yeah.
field goal, and it's 3.
By a half
I get
point.
I could see that.
2.5, but I'm gonna go money line, safe bet, -155. Book it.
All right. I
And
still
not
can't
book
bet
it,
the
Trent.
Chargers bet, so
We're not book it Trent in that.
do you want to throw another one just for my parlay?
Just for your parlay,
Because for some reason the Charger game is not on here. They might have blocked me from betting on any Charger games.
It's not on mine either. So
Oh, okay. So we're sitting in the same boat
I'm
here.
telling you, a lot of money's coming in on the Jags.
I just don't believe it.
Give me a second here. Let me find. I think I'm gonna go Detroit versus Minnesota under 52.5.
All right.
I think that's so many points. I don't think there's no shot they score that many points. That's fine with me. I'll switch it up.
All right. I like that. And
Under
so are you
52.5.
going to switch that on the pod too, or just my parlay? Is that like a are we for sure, or are we just hitting my bet because I can't hit the Chargers?
Fuck it. Let's switch it.
All right. So
Let's ride
you're
it.
locking in under 52.5 points, Lions, Vikings.
Yes, sir.
All right. Roman is continuing his streak of unders.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
And if you're a gambling man, Steelers money line looks absolutely juicy. So
That's where me and Bob thought you were gonna go. We had a hunch that you
I mean,
were gonna go.
it's gonna
see
win,
the
so
game.
I should have done it, but I think that the Ravens can win too. So
No dogs this week, so this is a 25 to win 266. Good bets.
Good
These are
bets.
all good bets. We're not trying to take over Vegas in this situation. We're just trying to
get a W under the belt.
Just trying to earn a living.
That's
and
fine.
Get a W. But yeah, so we got Raiders -2 points. That's -110 odds. Chiefs -5.5 points, -110 odds. Obviously, if we're taking the points, the odds are pretty much set.
Yeah.
Shenny's taking the Ravens money line -150, and Roman, you're taking the Lions Vikings under 52.5 for 110 odds. I'm putting 25 to win 266. I love that parlay. I feel like that one's a little bit better than the last two that we've put in, but I think I will say that every week until we win. So, yeah.
This week, positive vibes only. This week, we're going to win. I have a good
We
feeling.
are going to win our bets this week. Positive vibes only. That was Average Six Podcast. Myles, thank you so much for coming on, picking these games with us, talking ball, baseball, football. I cannot wait to have an actual full-on sit-down where we get to talk about you and your career path and the road it's taking you on. But until then, best of luck. Stay healthy. Kill fucking every baseball in sight.
Yes, sir.
And I'm so excited for you. So proud of you. And you're holding us high. You're my draft class, Myles. So you got to set yourself high, make it to the league, and I will forever say one of my good friends in high school plays ball.
Myles Emmerson's the best catcher ever.
Myles Emmerson, the best catcher in the league. I don't care if he's a backup or starter or just forever where you're at, Myles. Thank you. Hopefully the best in your career, and keep grinding, kid. Keep fucking grinding.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I'll get into the booth someday. And until then, that was fun. Let's do it again.
So then let's win our bets. All right, Myles. Thank you.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Guys. Later.
Go Steelers. Fuck. Oh, we're still going.